This is ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to English News Broadcast for this hour with me, Bersa Batakhle. Following are the major headlines for today. Nationals in Vienna Express resolve to shoulder timely responsibility. Entertainment program organized for war-disabled veterans at Denden camp. France supplies long-range missiles to Ukraine. And torrential rains in Hebei province left 10 people dead and 18 missing. On your local reports, at a seminar organized in Vienna, Austria on 5 August, the Nationals expressed resolve to shoulder the timely responsibility of participating and contributing in the success of the national development drives. At the seminar, Mr. Kibrab Takhiste, Eritrea's Consul General in Frankfurt, and Mr. Kahasai Tawelde, Head of Public and Community Affairs at the Eritrean Embassy, gave extensive briefings on the objective situation in the homeland and regional developments, as well as diplomatic activities and progress. Noting that conscious and strong organization is a trademark of the EPLF, Mr. Kibrab expressed on the importance of strengthening organizational capacity and participation in the national affairs. Mr. Kibrab also called for forming national committees with a view to encourage and organize nationals in Australia to have strong attachment with their homeland and to participate in the national development programs. Mr. Oqbay Abadi, Deputy Chairman of the Holidays Coordinating Committee, and Mr. Seyum Gebrehaymanot, Eritrea's Honorary Consul in Austria, noting the significance of the seminar in developing the understanding of the nationals on national affairs, called for its sustainability. The EPLF Higda Vision Room Paltalk Group, in cooperation with the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare and the National Association of Eritrean War-Disabled Veterans, organized entertainment program for war-disabled veterans at Denden camp, indicating that the group has been established in 2015 by nationals residing in several countries across the world. Mr. Josef Leine, member of the group from Sweden, said that the group has extended about $500,000 in support of families of martyrs and about $1 million towards augmenting the National Trust Fund. Mr. Yamanitz Agay, head of the war-disabled veterans in Denden camp, said that the contribution being extended by the EPLF Higda Vision Room Paltalk Group and other nationals is significantly contributing in rehabilitating and accommodating the war-disabled veterans. Mr. Mohammed Noor Idris, member of the Executive Committee of the National Association, on his part commending for the initiative the Paltalk Group took, called on others to follow the good example. Mr. Mehreta Fissahaye, Director General of Social Welfare at the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare, expressed readiness of the ministry to stand alongside the Paltalk Group in all their activities to support war-disabled veterans. On your last local report, the residents and students in Nafa subzone are conducting extensive water and soil conservation activities. The residents of Nafa town, led by experts from the Ministry of Agriculture, are carrying out construction of terraces and water diversion schemes, preparation of holes for planting tree seedlings, as well as renovation of roads that have been damaged due to flooding. Extensive similar activities are also being conducted through the students' summer work program across the subzone. According to Mr. Tasfa Alam Zauda, head of the Forestry and Wildlife Authority in the subzone, the about 400 members of the students' summer work program, stationed in 2 centers, have so far constructed 13 kilometers of terraces and have prepared 2,500 holes for planting tree seedlings. Dear viewers, and now do stay with us for your international reports after the short break. Welcome back. President Emmanuel Macron has followed through on his promise to supply Ukraine with the French variant of the Storm Shadow missile, according to footage released by Kyiv's defense ministry. Macron initially announced his decision to provide Ukraine with long-range missiles in May and doubled down on the promise at the NATO summit in Vilnius in July, but until now their delivery was unconfirmed. In an undated video shared on Sunday by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, President Vladimir Zelensky is seen signing a missile attached to a Su-24 jet. The projectile is marked as Scalp EG with the French flag and a mix of the Ukrainian coat of arms with the Eiffel Tower inside. It remains unclear how many French missiles were delivered and when. Kyiv has repeatedly used the missiles to target civilian facilities since receiving an unspecified number of storm shadows from the UK. On today's final report, at least 10 people have died and 18 are missing after torrential rains battered Hebei province in northern China. Officials evacuated more than half its 11.5 million people by noon on Saturday from areas thought to be at high risk of landslides and floods. Storm Doksuri, which hit mainland China last week, has brought the worst rains in 140 years. China's weather agency issued a red alert to warn people about the geological risks. Hebei province, neighboring Beijing, is said to be one of the worst affected areas. Cleanup operations are underway after the floods engulfed residential homes, destroyed infrastructure, and submerged entire districts. Aerial video footage of Hebei province shot by AFP showed entire shopping streets transformed into rivers of brown water, with farmland and the surrounding areas completely submerged. Rescuers were also seen using boats to transport instant noodles, bread and drinking water to residents who could not access basic supplies and feared leaving their homes. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, dear viewers, and now a quick recap of the major headlines. Nationals in Vienna Express resolved to shoulder timely responsibility. Entertainment program organized for war-disabled veterans at Denden camp. France supplies long-range missiles to Ukraine. And torrential rains in Hebei province leave 10 people dead and 18 missing. Dear viewers, thanks for watching and have a good one.